What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm going to talk to you today about something that came across the news feed that didn't really get a lot of airplay. A lot of people don't know about this story, but this story is buck wild. This story right here is about this woman up here. This Stay Puft Marshmallow Man looking person. This story broke a day ago, and it's out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. Shout out. And this woman's name, let me get it right, Brandy Nicole Elliott, 33 years old. This woman right here took the life of her own daughter this past Saturday, Piper Elliott, age 7. Why? Because she was having a bad day, and the manner in which she took her life is astonishing, and the way she did it. But I told you before, juggernaut real, juggernaut dangerous. And you'll see it in this video. Look at the reason why she killed this girl, her own daughter. Check it.
This is a park and greenway in Hendersonville along Old Hickory Lake, where a mother and daughter would often come and walk, maybe feed the ducks. But what happened this time was almost beyond comprehension.
It's extremely shocking. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
Hendersonville police arrested 33-year-old Brandy Elliott on Saturday. She is charged with first-degree murder in the death of her 7-year-old daughter, Piper. Elliott told officers she wanted time alone after having a rough day, but that Piper would not leave her alone. So Elliott took her across the street to the lake and admitted to holding the child's head underwater until she stopped breathing. Piper later died at the hospital.
It's not like the Brandy that we knew.
Deanna Sartain is a friend of Elliott's, having worked with her for several years, and she knew Piper.
She was always smiling. She was just a very vivacious child.
Sartain says that on Saturday, Elliott took Piper to visit her father in the hospital, and everything seemed fine.
They went there, and Piper had colored him some pages for him to put on the wall. And then 2 hours later, Piper had passed away.
Police say murdered by her own mother. Is there any way you can explain this? What do you think could have led her to do this?
Yeah, I keep analyzing it, and there's nothing, Nick. There's nothing I just don't get it.
Again, Elliott is charged with first-degree murder and is currently locked up in the Sumner County Jail without bond. It's worth noting that the murder of a child under 13 is an aggravating circumstance for a potential death penalty case. In Hendersonville, Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
All right, guys, I'm going to read you this article real quick from Law and Crime that has a little bit more details about the story and how stupid this woman is. It says, a 33-year-old mother in Tennessee is accused of killing her 7-year-old daughter, allegedly drowning the child in a creek because she had a rough day and wanted some time alone. Brandy Nicole Elliott was taken into custody over the weekend and charged with first-degree murder in the slaying of young Piper Elliott, authorities announced. According to the news release from the Henderson Police Department, officers on July 13th responded to a report of a child that had drowned in Drake's Creek near 200 Sanders Ferry Road. The area is about 15 miles northeast of Nashville. Emergency medical personnel transported Piper to a hospital, but doctors were not able to resuscitate her. She was pronounced dead at about 11:45 p.m., authorities said. Detectives were called to the scene and interviewed the victim's mother, identified by authorities as Elliott, regarding the circumstances of her daughter's drowning. Authorities say that after being transported to the police station and read her Miranda rights, Elliott confessed to forcibly drowning Piper in shocking detail. Elliott told detectives that she wanted time alone after having a rough day. Police wrote in a probable cause affidavit. She said she left the apartment where she and her daughter live and sat at the bottom of the stairwell. That's when Piper came outside to be with her mother. Elliott allegedly said that Piper refused to leave her alone and would not stay in the apartment by herself. According to Elliott, she then took her daughter across the street where there was a greenway running alongside Drake's Creek, where the two began to walk. That's when things took a turn for the worse, police said. The defendant stated that since the daughter would not give her what she wanted, time alone, that she would give the victim what she wanted, police wrote in the affidavit. The defendant stated that she held the victim underwater like a largemouth bass in a shallow area just off the greenway until she felt the victim bubbling. The defendant stated she told the victim to be quiet while she held her underwater. After a short while, Elliott said she realized she had done something wrong and pulled her daughter from the water before she began performing CPR, but it was too late. Deanna Sertan, a family friend who worked with Elliott for several years, told Nashville CBS affiliate WTVF that she had no explanation for Elliott's actions. It's not like the Brandy we knew, Sertan told the station. I kept analyzing it, and there's nothing. I just don't get it. Sertan explained that hours before the drowning, Elliott and Piper went to visit Piper's father in the hospital, and nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Elliott is currently being held in the Sumner County Jail without bond. She is scheduled to appear in court on Friday after the bond hearing. Guys, that's the story. And I told you earlier in the video, Juggernaut real, Juggernaut dangerous. This woman, Brandy Nicole Elliott, 33-year-old dumbass, is no different. Species name. Forgot that in the other video. We got it in this one. Juggernautus, white as Hellas, Aquafinus. The kid-killing kind. What did I write here? If they won't sit down, they got to get drowned. This woman right here walked her daughter across the street purposely, knowing she was going to drown this girl. Went over to a spillway. You know, one of them pipes that, I guess it spills the water out. Held her head underwater. Told her to shut up while she drowned her. What's fucking with that? I ask you, what's fucking with that? That is evil. Kids can drive you crazy. But you always have a pullback to what you will and won't do when they get on your nerves. I don't know if this is the only kid, but you want the kid to sit in the house by themselves. Kids are balls of energy, especially at 7 years old. They got to be entertained. Trust me, I got a 9-year-old daughter. She come over here and beat the hell out of me every time I'm here. I got to make my videos and go back out there and laugh and joke with her. And it's a lot, but it's natural. It's normal. It's what kids do. They don't know the way to the world as an adult. Supposedly she went and visited the baby dad in the hospital. I don't know if that was affecting her or what, but you don't go back home and kill your kid 2 hours after she just seen her fucking father, you stupid. This man's memory, and I want you to think about this. This man's memory, he already in the hospital dealing with what he got to deal with. Now he got the undue stress of knowing that his daughter's dead, and the last interaction was the pictures that she drew for him to hang up in his room as he recovers, whereas she will not. I told you before, a lot of people got to go. A lot of people got to go. A lot of people need to see the bottom of the ocean. That's just real rap. It's real. There are some people that are beyond fixing. I held her underwater, and then I realized I did something bad, but it was too late. When you grabbed her by the back of her head and plunged her under the water, you didn't know that was wrong? That's something you keep hearing. And I want you to pay attention. There's something you keep hearing. They do this crazy stuff, and then for some reason or demonic influence, this evil spirit flies off of them, and now they're back to normal. They snap out of it. Now it's a body there. And they don't remember nothing. Seriously. You overtaken by some evil entity that make you do that crazy stuff, and then after it's over, oh, I knew I did something bad, but it was too late. I ain't trying to hear that shit. A baby's dead. You're a fucking baby, man, and you killed it. They give her no bond, they right. Said the child under 13 can be, bring causes for the death penalty. And she should be put to death. You killed a 7-year-old. You know how frail a 7-year-old is? See how big this joint is? In a lake. Purposely. Everything you did was cold, calculated, and what you wanted to do. Then after you did it, you don't remember shit. It's too late. You let your emotions get the best of you. That's nobody's fault but yours. You need to be in the glass coffin and sent out to the, where we at, Tennessee? Send it out there in the Atlantic or the Mediterranean. Give you a nice cruise before they drop you in that water in a glass coffin. You told her to shut up while you killed her. How sick is that? The fuck out of here. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. May Piper Elliott rest in peace, 7 years old. Won't experience the joys of life and the beautiful stuff that's still out here amongst all this dumb shit, including the mother. Kids don't ask to be here, and they damn sure don't pick their parents. And I'm sure if Piper could choose over again, it wouldn't have been you. Fucking fat ass, I'm gone.